This is the closest thing to heaven that I have ever been. Oh, except for our first honeymoon, of course. Look at this! We are on the top of the world!
You know, I think that's the reason I came to San Moritz the first time, so I could see what it would be like to live here, on top of the world.
I know what you mean.
The only trouble is that once you live up here, you don't ever want to have to go back down again. Oh, look. That's our ski instructor, the one I hired for you. Come on.
Oh, my God, he's gorgeous.
Ollie. Yeah, well, I was trying to find somebody about 5'2" with a great big lump on his nose and a big fat ball. No, that's all I could get. Yeah, I think he has a little accent. All right, well, don't get...
All right.
Ollie. Das ist meine Frau. Frau Whitney, Ollie, Raven, Ollie.
Hello.
Are you ready for your lesson?
Oh, yes. Only you have to be very gentle because I break it.
Okay, I'll be very gentle.
Okay, let me yeah.
You all set?
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, certainly.
All right, have fun. Be careful.
Learn your lessons well, Raven. There are some dangerous trails out there. Too dangerous for you, perhaps. But if you insist, we'll just have.
Tenant James L. Diedrichson is hereby notified that these premises must be vacated by said tenant within 10 days after the posting of this notice. 10 days? I mean, I knew that landlords had to collect their rent.
You're nuts. You know that just now.
Hey. Oh, if I knew there was a funeral going on, I would send flowers. What's...
Smiley, do you know, Gavin, Jody, Valerie?
Jim, I have been explaining to Smiley about our company. Now, I told him we were just getting started.
There's a few things that have come up, Smiley, that you ought to know about.
Yeah, well, I don't want to hear about it. I really don't. I don't believe you people. I'm a lot older than most of you. I've been around, and I know what's going on. I'm telling you, you need me. What you got here is a cockamamie amateur hour, and you need some professional talent to pull the whole thing together.
Look, Smiley, there's a couple things that have come up. It doesn't make any difference who's in and who's out now, because we're all out.
What? What?
I knew it was too good to be true.
I can't stand words like hereas. Words like dispossess aren't so great either.
Maybe Mr. Wilson has some money he could lend you, Jim.
What, are you kidding?
I know. I could get an advance on some pictures that I'm taking for a magazine next week.
No, forget it. It's not going to work.
Well, I am really surprised at all of you. I mean, here I thought actors were supposed to be creative. Look at you. You're all just giving up.
You're terrific. You're terrific. She is. She's right. All we got to do is use our heads, use our talent.
How? Hey, kids, I got an idea. Let's put on a show right here. Mickey Rooney?
In 1942.
Right.
Wait a minute. I think you got something, Heck.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, why? Why don't we put a show on for our landlord? What's his name?
Mortimer.
Well, what do you know about him?
Nothing. I never met him.
You never met him?
No.
That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to change his mind.
No, Smiley, we've already talked about that. This guy's got a heart of stone.
We're going to have to soften it up.
There's nothing to lose by trying.
Yeah, but I'm going to do all the trying. Let me ask you something. If I come through, if I get Mortimer to come through with another month here, what's in it for me?
My humble thanks.
All right.
You want in? Okay. You got it.
That's a deal. It's a deal.
Just what are you planning to do, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, I've dealt a lot with hard-hearted landlords. Why don't you come along? I need some window dressing.
No, thanks.
What about you?
I'm sorry. I have some work to do at my own studio.
Then maybe I could talk Mitzi. And maybe your friend John.
Hey, no, wait a minute. What do you have in mind, Smiley? You're not going to get rough with this guy, are you?
Hey, no, I don't want any of that stuff, okay?
I'm an actor, not a gorilla. I'm going now.
Yeah. How you doing? What's happening, pal? You remember I said I was going to talk to Nora Fulton?
Yeah, that's Gunther's ex-old lady, right?
Right. Well, I talked to her. Look, I got some really interesting information on her. To begin with, she has a different name. It's Roxanne.
Roxanne, how come I know that?
Well, that's the woman that Gunther Wagner used to talk about. You know that one from the mental hospital?
You mean they're one the same?
Well, her legal name is Nora, but apparently Gunther thought it wasn't sexy enough, so he changed it to Roxanne. Anyway, I assume she's very much better now, or they wouldn't have let her out of the hospital.
Wait a minute. What are you telling me? Do the Kavanaughs know about this? I mean, as far as I heard, she's actually working in their house, you know?
Well, that's it for me, guys.
Yeah, take it easy, Lou. I mean, I know once you're cured, you're supposed to be cured, but,
Well, I really don't think she's mentioned it to her. Frankly, I sort of promised not to mention it myself.
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Well, I didn't think it was fair, for one thing.
Sounds like there must be another reason.
Oh, there is. In exchange for my silence, Nora promised to show me a letter that was written to her by Gunther Wagner.
A letter?
Right. Apparently, when she found out that she was going to get out of the hospital, she wrote to Gunther, and he wrote back to her.
Hey, well, what's supposed to be in this letter, you know?
Well, to begin with, he said that he was no longer going to be in Sky Whitney's employ.
No kidding.
Right. He also said that he was going to be leaving Monticello and that he was going to spend the rest of his life in a tropical island or something like that.
Wonder what that's all about.
I don't know. It may be nothing. I mean, maybe it was just Gunther's way of telling Roxanne that he didn't want to renew a relationship with her.
Oh, I see. The old brush off, eh?
Could be. But it might be something important. I think we need to find out everything that Gunther Wagner did and said before he died. I'm going to read that letter.
Don't miss Peter Sal.
Damn!
Well, hi, Jeff.
Hi, Kelly. You looking for Valerie?
Yeah, she wasn't down at the photo studio, so I thought she might be over here.
Yeah, well, she was. She left a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see her go. Thanks a lot. Hey, Jim?
Yeah.
Look, you and I really haven't had a chance to talk privately yet, have we?
No. No, there's always been three of us. You, me, and Valerie.
Yeah. Maybe it's time that we had a chat alone.
You mean about the third member of our triangle?
Yeah, about Valerie and the people that you all knew in Lucerne.
Kelly, no matter what I tell you about Lucerne, all the facts and the figures, the truth of the matter is you're still not going to believe me. What's important about Lucerne was I met Valerie, and I fell in love with her.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, important to you. I'll see you later, Jim.
The reason I didn't come back to her was that I didn't think it was mutual.
Whoa, sounds like you were real humble in those days.
No, reality. I didn't think she was in love with me. I thought it was just sympathy.
It's real sweet.
Look, everything's changed. Everything's changed from the clinic. We're all on equal terms now.
Do you mean you and Val, or you and me?
I think you get the idea.
I get The idea of that sounds like a declaration of war, Jim.
Well, if that's the way you take it. You know what they say. All's fair.
In love and war.
Yeah.
Look, Bernard, you want to start condemnation procedures? That's what you do. I'll make money either way. You can bet on it. I gotta go now. It's my other line. Yeah? Who? Diedrichson? Well, he better be here with money. That's all I gotta say.
Mr. Mortimer, I'm Glenda Diedrichson, and this is my poor old father, the man you want to throw out of his home.
I sort of have the impression you were a younger man.
No, I sort of had the impression you were a bigger man at first until I received this paper.
Look, Mr. Diedrichson, I'm not in business for my health.
It's obvious, Mr. Mortimer. Your health does not look too good. But Harold, what do you think?
Yes, sir. He looks pretty pale to me, sir.
He probably doesn't even care about his health. All he cares about is money.
Look, Miss Diedrichson.
Don't you know you're breaking my father's heart?
Yes, and it's not a very strong heart at that, Mr. Mortimer. In fact, if you decide to go through with this, well, I'm sorry. The medical profession simply can't be held
Children,
responsible.
let me have a moment with Mr. Mortimer, please. Mr. Mortimer, first, I'd like to thank you for seeing us this afternoon. You are in the business of making money, and that can be an all-time consuming endeavor. I know, because one time in my life I was devoted entirely and solely to money making, money spending, money.
I really don't see what this has to do with the 2 months' rent you owe me.
Yeah, that's all right. Money. Until one day I was crossing the street and happened to be struck down by an automobile, which rendered me somewhat dependent. It was a long time ago, Mr. Mortimer. Now, I enjoy wonderful relationships, love my family, enjoy a blue sky, things I never knew before. If only I had money now. But not for me. No, for what it would allow me to do for others. Mr. Mortimer, do you know what we are doing in this studio that you allow us to use?
Yes, some sort of acting school.
We make dreams come true, Mr. Mortimer, not just for the people involved in the theater, but for those who come, who will come, with a hope to dream, to experience, to become involved. This paper, you know what this does, Mr. Mortimer? You know, it puts an end to those dreams. You have the chance to become rich internally. Rich, you can be responsible for these dreams being fulfilled. These young people who just want a chance to prove themselves.
Daddy, please don't.
Bring joy.
Daddy, please don't.
Oh, no, he's going to have an attack.
An attack of what?
Second.
There's something. Put it in your ear.
You'll be all right. But like I said before, I take no responsibility what happens if you go back on your word.
Mr. Mortimer, please. Please, I beg you. Just one more month. I promise you we'll raise the money.
Oh, all right. 1 more month, but that's all.
Oh, Daddy! Daddy, did you hear that? Where's Daddy?
Geschehen. Ja, die Story ist sehr gut. Gut. Dankeschön.
Good.
Ja, sehr gut.
You know what Uli was telling me? He was telling me that some of the trails are a lot more treacherous now because of all the storms that they've had.
Well, don't worry, baby.
We just won't hit any of the treacherous trails. You don't have to worry about a thing.
Well, how do you know where the good ones and where the bad ones are?
Because they're very well marked. Now just leave it to me, baby.
Okay. Sure, I'm glad you're not mad at me anymore. You're not mad at me anymore, are you?
Never was.
Yes, you were. You were furious. Because I was talking to Spencer about that shoe.
Just no more phone calls, all right? We're far away, and I'd like to forget everything and everybody from home.
Okay. Spencer's not even going to be there, is he?
No. Well, he's going on vacation soon. I just hope he gets a good housekeeper.
You know, I keep thinking about that letter I sent to Damian. He's going to get the letter. He's going to go to the house. There's going to be no shoe. There's going to be no Spencer. I keep thinking that maybe I should write him another letter.
Now, what I said about phone calls goes for letters, too. All right?
Okay.
Now, why don't you go and find Uli and finish your lesson, and I'll finish my wine. I'll see you outside, okay?
could be so good together. We could stay at the top. But you won't listen. You won't let go. You have to keep after me about that shoe. That damn shoe. I wonder if it's too late. Too late.
Travel furnished by Capital Air.